Not one speck. Not one speck. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. Whee. Not one speck. That's a pretty good sign right there. Minus the damn camera shutting off. I think you could still tell it was the same bucket. It was the same pool. I reckon I'll do it again. Just for shits and giggles. Because of the camera shutting off. I don't know why damn thing did that. But we'll try it again. Black sands. Get in there a little deeper this time. That's the tailings, right from the very end of the sluice. If there was going to be any gold in it, it'd be right there. Alright, we're going to test her out. There's some classifying going on. One-handed, this is kind of tricky. That much material in there makes it a little heavy. And pants falling down. Sorry about that. Working it. Makes it easy. It's kind of been classified through the trommel there. You don't even have to work too hard for it. So we just tested it anyway. Make sure there's nothing at the back end. It's a lot of black sand. See what we got. Nada. Nadia. That's pretty good. Old Norm's packing it in. Heading home. Well, he's kind of old. Can't stay out late anymore. Well, I'm going to do some shoveling. Shovel. Then we're going to do a clean out. Well, I'm all alone now. Old Norm went home. Left me out here by myself. Alright, I dug a little more. I figured I'd stop and do a shot. I've been out here since about 2:30, 3 o'clock. It's now 5 o'clock, so I've been out here for 2 hours digging and working. The trommel's working great. Thought I'd stop for a minute and get some of this good material going through it. See if I can't get a good shot of it. Well, it's awful hard to dig with one hand. I reckon I'll get her done. Good looking stuff. Big fat one. Landed right on my foot. Oh yeah. I'll try a little better. See if I can get a better shovel full. Oh yeah. That's what we want. Look at all that quartz. Those different amounts of just good stuff. Load her up. Oh, that's how you do it. Right there. Looking good down in yonder. I don't know if that showed up or not, but there's some pretty good gold showing. I ain't done yet. I've got some more in me. Even though it's starting to look like it might snow or something on me here, I'm going to tough it out until it does. Alright. That's a lot of gold showing up. A lot of gold. Alright, I'm beat. That's got me. That's about 2.5 hours. That's enough. I worked a good full day today before I came down here, so I have a right to be tired. But I did a lot. I mean, as you can see, that's a big pile right there, buddy. I tell you what. I wasn't screwing around today. Lots of quartz, lots of good stuff in there. Lots of, ooh, look at all them small tailings. A bunch of it down all the way into the thing. I'd hate to see how many buckets that would be. Trying to shake that many buckets in 2.5 hours, I guarantee you, your back would be throbbing. You just wouldn't even be able to stand up anymore. That's a lot, because I'm standing here and, I mean, you can see it's almost up to my boots there. And it's way up out of the water. So I did some work. Anybody who says I didn't, yeah, I guess they just don't know what work is. He's having a lot of work. It's almost 30, but still working. I think she's a champ. She just didn't get no better. Let's see what we got on the mat. See if we can see anything. Looking good. Let's pull her out there and see what we got. Traffic ain't going nowhere, man. They're just sitting up there. I ought to stay a few more hours, let that die out. Looking good for 2.5 hours of work. Swing. Well, she catches it all in everywhere. You can see it right in yonder. Buddy, she's a gold catcher. Now you can see all the black sand building up in here in the speed wire. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's the speed wire. Catches a lot of black sand. But normally they wouldn't. There's a lot of gold right on that lip. I don't think you can see it on the camera, but there's a lot of gold right there. Heck, there's a piece right there. There's a piece right there. She's looking good. That's about 2.5 hours. I reckon I'll pan it out later when I get home and just see what we got. Figure I'd give a shot of it. Me rinsing off the mat. I always rinse it off a little first, and then I discombobulate it and take everything out. Just something I do, you know. I used to, whoa, we're about to dump over. Something I do to keep me from losing any. I accidentally make a mistake and drop it in the water or something. There's a lot of gold on there. Well, it's getting to be closing time. Closing time. Figured I'd make one last shot of how to take this apart and get it back to the truck. So I figured I'd do that. I made one of how to put it together when you got here. I managed to delete that off of the camera. But I reckon all you gotta do is just go in reverse from what I'm about to do. So if you're making one of these or you're buying one of them, this is how you get it ready to go back to the truck. Now, it's complicated, so pay attention. Alright, now did you catch that? That's how you do it. See there? I should have rinsed it off while I had the hose going. I don't know what I was thinking. Reckon I can dip it over here in the deep spot. That's good enough. And back to the truck. Actually, I got the car. I don't have a truck. Same thing. It's really heavy too. I want y'all to pay attention to how heavy it is. I'm struggling here. Struggling hard. I think I could take off running. Probably wouldn't even bother me. Well, except that I got a bone spur on my heel. But other than that, I could carry this thing around. Now, I'm not saying you should go out there and jump someone's claim because you can run off. That ain't what I'm saying. Don't even think about it. You get shot doing something like that. Alright. So, I'm taking this booger up here to where the car is. I still got it. There's the bike path. That's the billboard. The billboard keeps you entertained sometimes. It changes. Way down there. And there's the car. And just like that, I have made it back to the car with the trommel. I know that was difficult. Hard to do. But we're back. Yep. That's it. The back seat of the car. Well, it's a tiny little car. Boom. Back seat. Just like that. Well, y'all, that's what I got. A little bit in the bottom of the bucket for 2.5 hours of work. Got some over here. I'm going to classify it down and move the pan her out right here in the tub here in the backyard. Here in the backyard. Yeah, we'll get started. It's a little tricky one-handed. In there, shifting her down. It's cold out here. It's cold today. And now it's raining. Sweet. I may not get this done tonight. I may have to do it. May have to do it tomorrow. I get this one pan for sure. Try not to get a hold of the microphone. Oh yeah. Seen a little bit of gold. Show that piece right there. I like to go through it twice just to make sure. I would never find anything in that second run, but it gives you something to do when it's bad weather out or something. You see you're starting to show up right there. Yep. Gold in the pan. It's tricky Tricky, tricky, tricky. One-handed. Figure out a way to do this without having to do it one-handed. A way to film it. Little piece sneaking down. Sure, I'm sitting there trying to break, making noise. There's the gold. The gold. I'm gonna put this camera down and do the rest of it real quick.